People. Hello, I am Dr. Hollie Kelly's perspective for Friday, August 25th, 2017. Okay, so, we're preparing for the dream webinar, and, a dream is a terrible thing to waste, and the fear factor to help you, guide you to actually live your dream, to actually begin living what you were created to do. And I really hope you all are registering. I have decided to include the link at every opportunity. So share the post, because they will include the registration link for the free webinars to get you excited, to get you recharged. And I was thinking about this because it actually happened to me yesterday. And it reinvigorated me. It allowed me to remember why I love doing what I was created to do. Good morning, Eric. Oh my goodness, I feel so privileged. I'm on before you. I'll take it. I mean, you're watching before you go on. Okay, so anyway, it is a matter of when you were designed to do something, you were created to do something. Remembering the why behind that. So it happened a couple of times this week. My why is, thank you, Eric. My why is I was designed to impact lives. To me, there's not, this thing says it's trying to reconnect. So I don't know if I am on live. I hope, Eric, am I still audible? Can you still hear me out there? But anyway, he stopped by. And he brought in the commencement program with his name in it, where he had graduated with his bachelor's degree. And he said, I owe a huge part of this to you, because you always told me that I could do it. You told me to just get in there and go back. Thank you, Eric. Told me to just get in there and do it. And I began believing in myself. And look, I am a degree person, and for him that meant everything. But he took the time out to come back and let me know that I played a role in that. That's part of my why, because he moved to a different level because of something I said to him. And so one other real quick example. Just yesterday, I was speaking with a team member, and this man is designed to impact lives. He's designed to do that in his career. He's from New Orleans, and he, a young Marine who was also from New Orleans, and he said to himself, actually, as a natural part of who he is, this young man is from the same place I am, from the same city, from the same basically neighborhood. I know. Quick recap of just how far a tremendously successful career. And he looked him in his eyes and he said, listen, I'm going to be checking on you, okay? Because you don't need to go back where you were. And the young kid, you could just see him coming to life. You could see him come to life, because here he was. He had someone who came from the same place and now had ascended and just turned his life around and was doing things with his life. Good morning, Margaret. And so he was feeding into him. He didn't know him, but he pulled him up. He found him. He's going to keep up with him. He's making a difference in this young man's life. He doesn't have to know him. He doesn't have to be perfect. His life doesn't have to be all together before he can make a difference in lives. That's just that example. I was working with, I work with middle school and high schooler students every week. And we were doing a financial literacy game, my partner and I, Gabe, and we were doing a financial literacy game, and they were all into it, and they were asking questions, and they were making deals, and they were changing the way they think about certain things. And I was talking to one of the young teens, and she says, I never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that. I'm going to seriously consider purchasing some shares, the next time I get some money. And so her mindset was changing about finances and financial literacy and getting out of the rat race. And she is 16 years old. For me, I was in seventh heaven with the realization that Okay, something we did, something we said, something we set into place, something we organized and produced from a thought is making a difference in someone's life. She's 16. You think that's not, thank you, Stephanie. That is powerful. Some may be saying, well, okay, well, that ain't all that. Yes, it is all that. Because if she can think differently at 16, that is going to impact the woman she becomes, the wife she becomes, the mother she becomes, the entrepreneur she becomes, the businesswoman, the lawyer, the doctor that she becomes. It changes people. I'm saying that to say you have to be reminded. Put yourself in a position to remember why you do what you do. Put yourself in a position to be reminded of the difference that you make when you live out your dream. Because none of us are in a silo. My life is attached to your life, is attached to your life, is attached to your life. And we all, like the dominoes, we make a difference. We impact when we do what Stephanie said. Oh, yes, it is. The earlier you make a difference, the greater the impact. And so I just want to encourage you to reinvigorate, to relight the fire. That's one of the things the webinar is going to do for you. Okay, that's one of the things the webinar is going to do for you. But surround yourself. And if you don't have something to light, okay, that means you got to dig a little deeper to recognize your dream it's not dead. It can't die until you're dead. It cannot die until there is no longer life in your body. Okay, but sometimes stuff covers it over and it's buried deeply. Okay, it's buried. It's under a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of failures, a whole lot of doubt, a whole lot of mistakes, but it's under there. It is under there, and it's got a little heartbeat. It wants to come. It wants to breathe. That's why you don't forget it. That's why every once in a while something will rumble you and remind you. My challenge to you today is to dig for it. Remind yourself of the why. Okay? When he came back and said, you see my name in here? You see my name on here? I'm a degreed person in part because you told me I could. Psh, Mary. That's right. Okay, there we go again with the distractions. Okay, we have to be aware of the distractions. Thank you for saying that. I did a lesson on Scud missiles. Someone continuously using distractors. Well, that's what they're designed to do for that season in your life. It is our responsibility to be aware of them and knock them out. Deflect them. Go around them. Okay? Go back and listen to that Scud missile lesson. For my point is, I just want you to dig it out. Don't think you're too late. I'm too old. The money's not there. The people aren't there to help me. I have no resources. No one believes in this. No. If you've got a dream, and we all do, we're called into our season based on the need of those we're called to lead. Oh, Eric, that is good. As a matter of fact, Eric G. Reed, you need to check him out. Pull him up. The success is on point with his lessons. Listen, go dig up your dream, and more importantly, revive it. Get into a position to remember what it feels like when you are in it, when you are living on purpose. Get into that position to let it reinvigorate and reignite you. It just may be what you need. Okay. Surround yourself with people who are reigniting their dreams. Listen, I will see you tomorrow, and until then, take real good care of yourselves. Register for the webinar. Invite others to register for the webinar, and I'll see you tomorrow. I think Ira's going to come back on with me. I think. Take good care of yourselves.